Did you know that around 60% of people frequently worry about their future? It's something we all deal with, but how often do you find yourself caught in this cycle, thinking about tomorrow instead of fully experiencing today? Today, I want to talk about finding balance between living in the moment and worrying about the future. It's so easy to get pulled into thinking ahead, but constantly doing this can really impact our mental well-being. So how do we break this habit and start truly experiencing each day? Well, the challenge here is that we live in a world that constantly pushes us to think about what's next. Society tells us to plan, to prepare, to be ready for whatever might come our way. And this pressure leads to so much anxiety for so many of us. Instead of enjoying the present moment, we end up lost in thoughts about tomorrow, and these worries can quickly pile up. For some people, this shows up as a need to control everything or an inability to relax. For others, it might be an ongoing feeling of unease, like something is missing. Even in our downtime, it's hard to fully disconnect because there's always something that we should be planning or thinking about. And while it's smart to be prepared, constantly worrying about what's next steals our ability to fully engage in what's happening right now. So what can we do to break free from this pattern and actually live in the moment? Well, let's explore a few practical tips that can help. First, mindfulness. This is about staying present in whatever you're doing, whether you're eating a meal, spending time with loved ones, or even just taking a walk. Mindfulness encourages you to pay attention to what's around you instead of letting your thoughts drift into the future. Next, try practicing gratitude. Every day, take a few moments to write down or just think about 3 things that you can thank God for. This shifts your focus from what's missing or what's yet to come to what you already have. Gratitude is a powerful way to ground yourself in the present moment. And lastly, consider setting some boundaries around your time. Limit how much time you spend planning or worrying about the future. Maybe give yourself 10-15 minutes in the morning to think about plans or tasks ahead, but then commit them to the Lord, letting go for the rest of the day. The goal is to prevent worry from taking over the time that's meant to be enjoying the present moment. I'll share a quick story about how this has impacted my own life. A year or so ago, I found myself in a constant state of stress, always thinking about what was next and feeling like I could never fully relax. And it wasn't until I read Matthew 6:34 that something clicked for me. The verse says, "So don't worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will bring its own worries. Today's trouble is enough for today." Man, and that verse really encouraged me to start practicing mindfulness and gratitude, and it changed everything. I began to notice small moments like laughter with friends or my children, or the peace in the quiet moment, and I realized that these moments were slipping away when I was too focused on tomorrow. Shifting my focus to the present, though, didn't make my worries disappear, but it helped me be more at peace, more connected, and honestly, more fulfilled. So just to recap, by practicing mindfulness, gratitude, and setting boundaries, we can start breaking free from the constant cycle of worry and actually enjoy today. Remember, life is happening right now. Don't let tomorrow's worry overshadow the beauty of today. I'd love to hear from you guys. Do you struggle with living in the moment? Drop a comment or share your experience. And if you're interested in more tips on mental health and faith, check out my other video, and let's make today count, one step at a time. And I would love for you guys to tell me what you would want to see or hear from a pastor, something that maybe a pastor wouldn't necessarily always talk about. I'd love to be that resource for you. May God bless you today.